Hello and welcome back to the Battle Room. My name is Colin, and today we have another X9 Draft League match. So, our opponent this week is none other than Sierradawn, leader of the Toronto Maple Mews. So, this team is honestly giving me a lot of trouble, and I've spent a lot of time thinking about it, but let's break down her team first. So, I think the draft was definitely centralized around the Registeel, like Registeel, Raichu, Moltres, Lando, the first four Pokemon, right? Like, that's most people's drafts are around that. But I think hers is particularly potent in the fact that they probably want to come most of the time, like those four specifically. Maybe not Raichu, but the other three for sure. Registeel seems like a huge fucking problem. Landorus powering up Registeel with max Quake boosts. Moltres just being another really good max option, another annoying Pokemon. So I think those are the main core I'm looking at here. And specifically, Coughing. So now, Coughing and Regigigas is definitely like a potent combo. Obviously, Coughing is the baby form of Wheezing, but it still gets neutralizing gas, so it's still fucking useful. But one thing to note here is my team is very Grimmsnarl centric, and I like Grimmsnarl's my boy, and I bring him every week. So I feel like specifically against me, the Pokemon I'm gonna like Babe Ruth this shit, right? I'm gonna call the 6 Pokemon she's bringing: Coughing, Regigigas, Registeel, Landorus, Moltres, Blacephalon, or Raichu. I'm going to go with Blacef because I think that my Ferrothorn mode is really, really scary, and I think a lot of people see Ferrothorn and like, oh god, how do I beat the Ferrothorn? So, I think Blacephalon's going to come as the last Pokemon. I think those are the 6 I'm going to see, and you're going to see a lot of my prep is focused around that. So let's go to my stuff. I think she could bring like Suicune, Aromatisse, Tangrowth, Blacephalon, Liepard. Any of those mons. Liepard specifically is kind of interesting. But I do think Blacephalon is going to come just as another Ferrothorn response. But let's go to my team now. So my team is built around Blastoise this week. Blastoise looks incredible versus Lando. I mean, it's okay versus Registeel. It looks pretty good versus a Regigigas and Wheezing as well. So I think Blastoise was going to be the superstar of the team and the mon that I was going to have to rely on the most. So for the moveset, I went with White Herb. Torrent is obviously a far superior ability. I went with Hydro Cannon this time. Water Spout makes a lot of sense, but I found in theorying and also in play that like sometimes you don't really get another move off, and like when you have a weak ass Water Spout, it kind of sucks. So I felt like Hydro Cannon it would be better this time around, and then Ice Beam for coverage. I need to hit Landorus, and then Shell Smash because Shell Smash is going to be a big part of our strategy. I'm thinking, and then Protect. So this mon rather standard, pretty boring stuff. This is Blastoise. He outspeeds Raichu at +1 after a max strike. So that was the thinking there, or an Airstream. So let's look at Nihilego. Nihilego. So actually, I'm gonna skip Nihilego. Let's go to Togetic first. So Togetic is gonna be most likely what I'm leading. Probably like 95% of the time it's gonna be Togetic Blastoise. I think this is how I'm gonna answer the Regigigas. It survives max strike and max hailstorm, which is really, really cool. Togetic's really bulky. And yeah, so that's what we're doing here. It has Eviolite to be bulky as possible. Super Luck, the ability doesn't matter at all. It could even be a Hustle. Like I don't have attacking moves, so just worthless ability. Follow Me, Helping Hand, Yawn, and Protect. I went for all utility moves. Dazzling Gleam isn't really going to be worth this time around, so I went with all utility. I think Togetic's going to go off. I think Togetic is going to survive the hits, and it's going to do exactly what it needs to do to get Blastoise going so that I'm able to kill Coughing. I think the big turn 1 is going to be whether or not I attack Coughing. Like I think they're going to lead Regigigas Wheezing. And the big question in my mind is going to be, do I press Max Cannonade turn 1, or do I go for Shell Smash? I think that's going to be the real question here, but yeah, Togetic's going to help set up Blastoise. It enables pretty much everything. I think it's really good in this case. Yawn is really good. She doesn't have a lot to kill it either, so I'm really excited for Togetic. I think it's going to be really good. Nihilego is added third. Life Orb's really cool. It actually gets a KO into Moltres some of the time. Like if it's just 4 HP, I actually have a chance to KO. I doubt it will be 4 HP, but it could. It could be. The moveset's really simple. Like Life Orb, I have double stabs. I didn't go for Power Herb because I think I want to be able to Power Gem consistently because that's going to be my way I hit Landorus as well. And if I can get a big damage onto Lando, like this might be able to pick it up. So I always want to be able to use that. Power Gem, or I always want to use Power Gem, Sludge Bomb for coverage. Protect, Substitute. Sub was an interesting one. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, but Sub's kind of cool because if they go for like a max move, I sub up and waste a turn. So I think Substitute is really cool, especially in a game 1 scenario. So I'm excited to see potentially Substitute usage. But these mons are pretty simple. It makes sense. Now this boy, Kommo. Kommo beats almost all of her Pokemon. if I play it correctly. It doesn't do well versus Blacephalon. Like, I wanted to bring one of my Iron Defense users, whether it was Kommo-O, Turtonator, Ferrothorn. I thought Kommo-O matched up the best against Registeel because this is how I'm going to beat Registeel. I'm going to taunt it, or I'm going to Iron Defense until they can't beat me. Because I have a stronger body press than them. If I actually get a +2 discrepancy, like if they're at +4 and I'm at +6 or so on, I actually do like half their HP. So I think this set is absolutely insane. It lives a fly from like Lando in max form, and it survives like a hurricane from Moltres. So it's really, really bulky. And I'm just really excited to use Kommo-O. I think Kommo-O is spectacular versus almost anything except for the stupid clown. So hopefully we don't see the clown. I do think we're going to see the clown, but the clown might not show up to the battle. We'll see. But yeah, I think Kommo-O is incredible, and I'm really excited to see what this mon can do because I think Iron Defense Body Press, this is one of the few mons that's actually stab fighting. So I'm really excited to see Kommo-O pop off, and this is just it's just basically an anti-Registeel set. And it's just really, really bulky. Kommo-O's stats, like, are actually incredible. I've been, like, kind of obsessed with Kommo-O in this draft league. Like, after last week, I've just been thinking about Kommo-O a lot. Like, I just really want to make this thing work every single week. And I'm just really excited. And this is this week's Kommo-O. I guarantee you we're going to bring Kommo-O a lot because I'm just getting so hyped. The stats are so bulky. This Pokemon gets me excited. But yeah, so this is Kommo-O. We're just going for an Iron Defense set. I'm excited to see how well it can do because it can, like, really pop off. Let's go to Zapdos. Zapdos here is actually a little weird. I imagine myself maxing Nihilego or Blastoise like 90% of the time. So I decided to run Hurricaneless Zapdos, no Airstream. I went with Specs because I want it to be very self-sufficient and just reliant on itself without of max. So the moveset's pretty simple. Thunderbolt, Weather Ball, Volt Switch, Heat Wave. Weather Balls may seem kind of weird because I don't have a Abomasnow, but I figured that could also give me a good surprise advantage, but Hailstorm is very, very likely with Blastoise. Very likely I set that up. So if I need to kill Lando in the late game, I could prioritize setting up Hailstorm, and maybe it will work. Maybe it will work. Who knows? But I think Specs is really cool. It gives me Volt Switch. I can Oko Moltres, which is really awesome. And yeah, the speed is pretty simple. It just outspeeds like Landorus and Moltres, like a neutral. So it doesn't have much speed, but I think that it will get the job done regardless. Yeah, I'm excited for the Zapdos. I think this set is really niche, and I think it can really pop off here. And for the final mon, this mon was like kind of like I really didn't know what to do with this slot. I do think Hatterene's kind of cool because her team's relatively fast. So if I set up Trick Room, Kommo-O can just set up Iron Defenses for free. So yeah, it's just Pixie Plate because I'm going to be spamming G-Max Smite. Magic Bounce, I might as well. And then Expanding Force, Mystical Fire for Registeel, and then Trick Room. The Trick Room mode's cool. I'm just going to lead Follow Me plus Trick Room. I thought about putting Sash on Hatterene, but I figured I'm going to max it if I'm bringing it, and also I'm going to pair it with Togetic. So I should be able to freely just be able to set up Trick Room without needing to get hit by Regigigas. So that was my main plan and thinking with these 6 Pokemon. Overall, I think this matchup is going to be relatively difficult. I'm not sure how Blastoise and Togetic will do against the Regigigas plus Coughing combo, but I do think because it's Coughing, it gives me a big advantage. If it was Wheezing or something, this would be a very uphill battle, but because it's Coughing, I'm actually able to KO with Blastoise most of the time after Cannonade. So, with that being said, let's see if Blastoise can do it. See you in the battle. All right. Okay. All right, we got Raichu, Landorus, Blacephalon, Suicune, Regigigas, and Coughing. Almost said Wheezing there. This is not what I expected, but it's what I feared. So no Moltres and no I totally forgot what the mon I thought it was going to be. Registeel. No Registeel. No Registeel. All right, this changes things drastically, but I think it's fine. It's going to be about playing around Blastoise. I still think Blastoise is super good here. Super heat. I think he's going to be our carry. Okay. Kommo-O is not as good, in my opinion. I mean, it's still okay, but it's definitely not as heat. This guy's really good. So is Zapdos. Zapdos is insane, and so is Nihilego. I'm trying to see, like, how it goes wrong. Suicune is, like, kind of scary. I think Zapdos has to be brought every game just to respect Suicune, but we do have to navigate Raichu. I don't know if they're actually going to go, like, with... I don't know if they're actually going to go with a... with the mode that's like the Raichu mode, like no Regigigas mode. I think this is fine into Raichu though. We have Follow Me. I think this is okay. I think we're gonna commit to this for game 1 at least. Like, But I'm definitely kind of thrown off a little bit here. I don't think it should be like a big deal. I still think we can navigate through this. But something like Suicune is like really obnoxious for the Blastoise mode, and it was a really good adaptation for Sierra to bring Suicune here. I think Suicune could give me issues. Raichu could definitely give me issues, and so could Landers. Let's see what we can do. But I do think Togetic is going to be problematic for her as well. So this could be a free KO onto Raichu if I want to take it. Okay. The Historic Genius. Hopefully they can lead us to victory here. I'm just going to Smash, I think. Shell Smash, and I think I just want to Yawn. I don't think I need to follow me. This turn is a little scary. Well, if we get faked out, it's not a huge deal. I can easily just play around. My fear is paralysis. And just getting, like, unlucky at, like, key points. Like, that's my fear, is getting muzzled. But we are just going to get faked out onto Togetic, stopping any potential Yawn shenanigans. We're smashing the Shell, which is pretty good. I think we're going to get Snarl botted. My team is really weak to, like, all special attackers. So Snarl bots are, like, super strong versus me. I might need to change something up draft-wise and get a physical attacker or two. But let's see. So we are going to get Snarl. It misses something. I don't know which one that was. It's going to be Togetic. That's not a big deal. Okay. That was a decent turn one. I think this is fine. So what I think we're going to do here is just protect Blastoise, slow down the pace of the game a little bit, and just try to get a Yawn off here. Yeah, I'm curious to see what the Raichu item would be. Obviously, Cannonade would break Sash, but we'd still let it potentially paralyze us on a turn. So that would be unfortunate. I'll probably have to follow me until I can scout it out. But like Raichu can run a plethora of items, including Assault Vest, Sash. It could even be like crazy set. You could run like some freaking Life Orb Raichu. I don't know, dude. Raichu has a lot of potential here. Killing Raichu is also a big priority for me. Webs coming through. Okay. I'm thinking it's Sash. Webs comes through. Gonna try to slow us down. Try to ruin our day. So our +1 with Blastoise at the moment. Yawn is really nice here. Yawn's clutch city, if you will. Yawn's nice. Web's cool because it gets around Togetic. That's a good team building tech there. Killing Suicune's gonna be difficult, but killing Raichu is gonna be the most important thing. One sec, let me run some numbers here. I have a feeling that our opponent's only water resist is on the field right now. I would be correct. Nothing wants to switch in this Cannonade. Easy money Cannonade plays, and then I think we'll just follow me. Just in case there's a Nuzzle. I don't want to say Nuzzle, and neither does Turtok. Alright, we're getting big, baby. It's time to get big with Blastoise. Blastoise looks like it throttles everything in the back, though. So if we can just keep up the momentum here, get Raichu. If Raichu goes down here, that's fucking huge. But potentially kill Raichu, get through Landorus, get through Blacephalon with this Blastoise. The game looks like really won because Zapdos will just checkmate in the end game. So that's my game plan and my thinking here. Follow me. Okay, so we'll still be at +1 attack, +1 speed, even if we get Electro Webbed. Cannon moves first. Let's see this item. Is it Sash? I think it's very likely it's Sash. It is Sash. Okay, cool. It dies to Cannonade though. Again, it's all about getting these KOs. We need to get 3 KOs on all 3 of our Cannonade turns. Maybe a turn after. But Raichu's gonna go down here. Big money plays for me. Big money plays. Okay, Raichu going down is huge. I think in a future game, she won't let us get Raichu like this. I'm not gonna lie. But we are going to get Raichu right here, right now. Suicune's going to go to sleep, unless it's like Resto Chesto. That wouldn't actually be like super crazy. I'm not going to lie. No Tailwind from Suicune either. Cannonade doing its thing. Easy money KO onto Raichu. That's 1 for Blastoise, baby. And Suicune goes to sleep. Any waking up berry? No waking up berry. So Suicune is fast asleep, snoozing. There's no Tailwind. Blastoise is at +1 speed, which means it will outspeed everything on her team except for maybe Blacephalon. Ooh, Regigigas. I didn't expect that one in the back. So it's Reggie plus... Okay. Regigigas in the back. Alright, Regigigas. I'm just going to go for Cannonade, and then... What do we actually add with Blastoise? Is he just neutral? He's just neutral. So I assume, right? Like, the Mon has to come in, right? Togetic has to go down. We're at +1 speed at the moment. Who's in the back again? Those guys, the Speed Demons. The Speed Demons are in the back is really clutch. I'm not gonna lie. Well, you know what? I kind of want to just kill Coughing. Like, Coughing has to come in here, right? Otherwise, this Mon is worthless. Coughing has to come in there. We just get to smack Daddy Coughing right in its face. Yeah, we just get to punish the Coughing. Otherwise, Regigigas is worthless. So, like, even if Suicune Kate stayed in, I wasn't gonna be that mad, right? Because Coughing has to come in here. Regigigas in the back is really interesting and really scary. My whole plan was Landorus Blacephalon. Like, I was like, you know, running the lines in my head. But I'm really happy to see this because I think my turn here was incredibly safe. I think Coughing dies, like, most of the time here. I think it always dies. It's definitely Eevee-like Coughing. I think it always dies. It has to be, like, max special defense, like Calm. 252, 252 when I was running the numbers. Otherwise, it will always die to Cannonade. I think there's a likelihood that it still dies even if it's max special defense. Let's see. Okay, you know what? I maybe have run the numbers just completely incorrect because that was not even close. Max Strike comes through on a Togetic. That's fair. That's valid. We got big damage onto Coughing, though, which is good. So in the back, we have Nihilego and Zapdos. Zapdos is really, really important for how the game needs to be played out. Nihilego is also super... Nihilego is not super important. Zapdos is the only guy I need. I think I just need it. So what I think we're going to do here is bring in Nihi. Coughing dies through Protect. Yeah, this is looking pretty one, I think. I don't know. I mean, it could go wrong. But so what I think we do here is max Hails from the Coughing. Do as much damage as possible. Slow him down. And I think we go for Substitute. Because there's a chance they max Quake. Nihilego should be faster. Outspeed by 1. I want them to max Quake. Max Quake would be the best play for me. Because that would mean I'd like insta-win. I think. We'll see. This is still scary. Like, Energigigas is still a scary mon. Going for Hailstorm is correct because I just want chip damage throughout the game. I don't need Weather Ball access this game. Interesting. The lead was really, really good from her, but the Regigigas, like, just, I don't think it's, like, speedy enough to keep the momentum. But if it was Blacephalon and Lando in the back, I would have just won with Blastoise. So, like, I think this is the best outcome for her, but it's still feeling really good. Substitute probably going to clutch here. If they go for Max Quake, I'm feeling really, really good. That's what we like to see. Because obviously Max Strike bait Substitute too, but the Max Quake bait is just so potent that it's like, it's such a, Substitute is such a, I'm so happy it's working. I love these, I've been starting to really enjoy this draft league because when I get to whip out the Spice, and the Spice, it adds that zest to the battle that's just so much fun, and it's not like traditional Pokemon, but this is looking really good for me now. Max Quake is obviously like kind of obnoxious because I have all special attackers, but Coughing will go down here to Cannonade plus the Hail, which is cool. And obviously Regigigas is still getting chipped like crazy here. That's my last turn of Max as well. Which is fine. I'm really glad I punished Coughing on that switch because if I didn't, this game would have been very, very difficult. Hail is going to hit everybody, and then, yes, Hail. And then Cannonade. Perfect. Coughing's down. Coughing's down for the count, and the gas is down, so now Slow Start activates, so we have 5 turns to win the game, roughly. Because after 5 turns, that Regigigas is going to be doing some damage. So they use, well, Max Strike was the first turn, and then they use Max Quake. So Suicune will probably get a Quake. Probably Quake. Well, this is kind of weird. Torrent, we're not in Torrent range, which is fine. I think I'm just going to Ice Beam Regigigas. And I think letting this thing die is, like, super fine. How many turns of Cannonade? 1 turn? Alright, that's fine. Sludge Bomb? I kind of want a Sludge Bomb before it gets the special defense boost so Zapdos can clutch. I think this is fine. Because, like, Regigigas shouldn't be too big of a deal. Zapdos should be able to clutch this for me in the late game. I just need to waste time. I thought about switching Nihi into Zapdos, but, like, if Max Strike were to come through, I just don't need to do anything crazy hasty right now. We're just letting damage over time do its job. Suicune stays asleep. Nice. And let's see, is it Max Strike or Max Quake? It's going to be Max Quake, so I could have switched into Zapdos if I wanted to. But obviously the risk of that is just so not worth, right? It's just so not worth. I'm a little bit afraid of Berry on the Suicune, but I think we should be okay. I don't know. They could definitely clutch this. It's probably not Resto Chesto Snarl. Probably has some speed control and Tailwind or something. Also, Regigigas is like way less scary now. Alright, Blastoise is still faster than the Suicune. Just confirming that for me. Lefties on Suicune, okay. That's good, that's good. It's not a berry then. Like, there's no, like, it's not gonna randomly heal for her so much health, right? So now, Regigigas is at half. We go into the Zapdos. If it becomes Suicune versus Blastoise, I lose. So I think going for Hydro Cannon is okay here, just because we don't have much, like, it doesn't matter. Like, Blastoise has done his job. He's awesome. I love him. He's done everything he can. And we're just gonna go for a Specs Thunderbolt into Suicune. I don't know if this will kill. Suicune is a tank. That's one Suicune's best trait, is it is so freaking tanky. But I think Zapdos does enough damage. I think it does. Worst case, I think we can get it next turn, because I don't think they'll be able to kill Zapdos. As long as I hit Hydro Cannon, of course. I'm at neutral with Blastoise, so I'm really happy that we were able to navigate through this. Like, I didn't expect Suicune, I didn't expect Raichu, so the lines in my head were not there fully, but I do feel really confident in at least this game 1. Game 2, obviously, like, who knows? Like, killing Raichu was really big for us, and Zapdos was able to checkmate here. So let's see how much this does. Please KO, buddy. I know you can do it. He couldn't. Hydro Cannon connects. I think this should kill. It's Blastoise, right? Like, he's strong. Yeah, it doesn't come close to killing. Suicune gets the wake up. It goes for Snarl. That's okay. Blastoise avoids. I mean, not like that. That's not really going to change the game here. Man, Hydro Cannon. I forgot about the special defense, for being honest. Giga Impact comes through. Hopefully on the Blastoise, but it's going to be on the Zapdos. We take that. Alright, Life Orb. 23. 13. It does 10. We'll live another turn of Hail. Blastoise is going to be... Oh, Hail? Does it KO? Oh, that was so clutch. If Hail didn't KO, we were going to have a Protect Mind Game kind of situation. It was going to be very, very scary. But Hail does pick up the KO. We're good. Okay, cool. Cool. Thank God. Goes first. All right, here's Thunderbolt, and then Blastoise should win. Ooh, that was a really close game 1. That was a really close game 1. If any of the turns I think went wrong, like if I messed up on any of those, I think we lose. I really do. But we take game 1. We take game 1, baby. We take game 1. It feels really good. Taking game 1 always feels good because obviously they're on the back foot and we have time to adjust, time to learn things. It feels good. Let's take the lead card. Okay, let's play round 2. Round 2. Game 2. Game 2. Okay, I'm feeling confident. Blastoise clearly works, but I don't know if we have to lead Blastoise again, like we did there. Snarl is really scary. Snarl is something that's a big problem for me. So they had Regigigas and Coughing in the back. They had Raichu, Suicune. I'm tempted with the Kommo-O fruit there. Kommo looks super appealing right now. Because Kommo would just be able to set up freely, like right away, and just go absolutely crazy. Trick Room looks like a somewhat solid option as well. Man, I think I have a lot of adjust. I think I can just adjust to adjust if I want to. Because Kommo looked good. Kommo looked good. But I'm afraid of the clown. The clown is a scary dude. The clown is a scary dude because Kommo would just set up freely into the lead that we got. I'm just afraid of like the lead adjustment into like Coughing Regigigas, which is like super doable from that. Obviously Togetic and Blastoise are still a good lead into that. I just didn't like it too much. I think I'm gonna go Kommo. Yeah, he was good though. Like it's hard to call the adjustment here. It's really hard, really difficult. Cause like we could do the same thing. I could just completely. I think I'm gonna go with the same thing for this game, and I'm gonna Kommo game 3 if I need to. I think Kommo is really incredible here, just because I think she's gonna change it up, and I think this plan works against Regigigas Weezing. This is my anti-Regigigas Weezing lead, so I think it leads well into the Regigigas Weezing, and then it also does really well into like it did okay into what happened. Like the line of events went quite positive for us in game 1. So like I think we could do it again and just play good. Yeah, Kommo would have been a good lead, but like if they led Regigigas Weezing, Kommo wouldn't have been as heat right off the bat. I would have had to navigate. It could have been a disaster. But I do think their lead is probably the best lead they got. Like it is really good. I don't know. I think we could find the same line, right? Yawn and Shell Smash. Like it just feels like I just feel like Blastoise isn't really under any major threat. Maybe they fake out Blastoise this time, but then I get a Yawn onto Suicune turn 1, and then I can protect turn 2 and Yawn bot. I can Yawn bot if I need to. Like it just favors me greatly. I lose my White Herb, but I don't think that's a huge deal. Killing Raichu is also like priority number 1. So like I don't know. This just looks good. Nihilego is also like really heat here. I think they should maybe set up Tailwind because Blastoise was causing a lot of issues. I'm not sure. think there's a lot of options they can do, and it makes me really nervous. It makes me nervous here. Let's see. They're going to fake out again. We're following a similar line. Faking out the Blastoise this time, but I'm going to get a Yawn off then, and they're going to get a Snarl. Okay. So our White Herb's broken, which means we won't be, like, super tanky like we were last time. But it also means our special attack isn't gutted, which is cool. I think they just... I don't know if they're actually just going to go to sleep, though. Because we get the Yawn off. They could, like, max the Raichu or something crazy to stop the sleep, which is, like, actually, like, not a horrible play, and it's kind of scary. But I think I'm just going to Yawn Suicune again, and I'm just going to go for a safe protect. Like, I'm just going to play this one really slow. I'm going to play this one really slow. It's scary. It's scary. Because I think Suicune is going to switch. I don't think they'll let the Suicune go to sleep. Because I think the protect Yawn is really obvious, but then we're just Yawn trapping. So, like, what is Coughing or Regigigas want to take the Yawn? Or is it Lando or Blacephalon? If it's Lando Blacephalon, I'm maxing almost instantaneously. I can just try to sweep with Blastoise. It's such a weird thing. Alright, so Suicune's going to switch out. We're Yawn trapping into Coughing. So, it is Coughing Regigigas again. Okay. Coughing is definitely the mon that can go to sleep. Alright, we have no abilities. Neither of my abilities matter at all, so that's good. Raichu goes for Electric. Okay. This is good for me though, because I think next turn is really awesome. Next turn is really awesome. Because we get to Yawn again, and probably just go for... Because if Coughing ever goes to sleep, then I'm free to just start killing him. Like, I can kill the little puffball while it's sleeping, right? And if Raichu doesn't Volt Switch, it's in a horrible spot as well. Should I just Cannonade or should I set up a Smash? I'm going to try to catch Raichu. Because, again, Zapdos just does incredible in the late game versus most of the team. So, if I get rid of this Raichu, Zapdos is looking money. So, it seems like... I think Coughing screams Regigigas in the back, which is good for me. Huh. Coughing withdraws. Okay, we're still going to Yawn Trap here. Probably Regigigas. Oh, no, Suicune. Okay. God, Suicune is such a beautiful Pokemon. The design... Perfect. Oh, killing this guy is huge, though. Killing this guy is huge. I think also Suicune probably wants to stay... Like, it's so hard. Regigigas is so hard to pilot sometimes because it's so reliant on its little puffball friend. Otherwise, it's just worthless. Volt Switch would be the scariest play here, I think. But, like, even then, I'm not too scared. It's just going to be webs. So, like, I'm just accepting that Blastoise won't be fast at the cost of killing Raichu, which is... That's some good investment. Killing Raichu is a good investment for the late game here. And we're still just Yawn Trapping. Again, Yawn Trapping. Togetic took some damage here. So Togetic won't be... Oh, ooh, that did so much less last time. I think we were at +1 last time. Oh my gosh. Is it Calc to survive? That would be really, really crazy and really, really good for Sierra here. If it's Calc to survive this Cannonade. Cannonade's so broken, though. It's so broken. It's so broken. Raichu goes down. That looked close. That looked close. Killing Raichu's huge, though. Again, that's the plan. Now, what do they go into? That's the thing. Like, because we just continue this Yawn, this annoying Yawn spam plus Cannonade pressure, right? Regigigas comes in, and if Coughing comes in, I'm okay with that. He can't get going. He's slow started. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna Yawn this guy, and then force Cannonade onto Suicune. Is Hailstorm better? I think Hailstorm is better. I'm gonna Hailstorm Suicune. I want the chip onto Regigigas the entire time. Suicune withdraws. Alright, so this is like identical to game 1, but we didn't get Shell Smash off, and like it's just like some things have changed that are slightly different, you know? I think maybe I could have Helping Handed. That might have been a really good play. Losing and Suicune's not asleep. That's another big thing. Is Suicune not sleeping is good for them. Huh. The Neoligo bait is going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting. This end game is going to be really interesting, even though it's almost identical to game 1. It's just how if we can combat it. All right, Max Strike again. That's fine. On to Togetic. I'll see you later. I think maybe protecting Togetic could have been really, really valuable there. I think it could have been really valuable to just slow down the pace of the game. I think protecting Togetic was a misplay. I think I should have protected my little buddy. But now we're gonna get Hailstorm off, which is cool. It didn't do much damage. I mean, like at the end of the day, Hailstorm and Cannonade do almost the exact same because of the dot, right? Like, because now we did half with Cannonade last time, but now we're gonna do half with Cannonade plus Hail. So it accomplishes a similar goal. And then I think they're forced to protect. And we could sub right in their face. I think they're going to strike. Also, Zapdos is slower than Regigigas 100% of the time. So I have to be a little bit careful with how I use Regigigas. Or how I use Zapdos. I'm just going to sub. I think it's just better. And then I'm going to Cannonade. Golfing. I could switch into Zapdos. Like, getting a Max Quake is huge. Catching a Max Quake is freaking huge in this game. Because then it's just one less special defense boost I have to deal with later. So that could be a really good play for me, but I don't want to risk Zapdos. I think Zapdos is super important. I hope I can kill Coughing through Protect, because last time we were able to, but I did Cannonade first. So I wonder if I should have just followed the playbook, right? Followed this playbook from game 1 and just Cannonade it. But we'll see. Also, my Pokemon are in different slots. Alright, they're gonna go for the Max Strike, which into Blastoise. Blastoise is dead. Okay. Kinda didn't expect that crazy amount of damage, but it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay. My Zapdos not speed time the Regigigas. Actually, it might have been a ginormous throw. Ooh. That was a good play. Coughing does not go down. Zapdos is just a sitting duck. It's up to Nihi to like clutch the game by itself. It's behind a sub. They do call me King Subby. So I do have a sub up. We can do this. We can do this. Probably not, but we can try. We can try to do this. That's all I got. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go for the power gem onto that guy. Oh god. Maybe Regigigas isn't max speed. It actually might not be. That could be really, really good for me. I'm gonna go for Rock Move onto that guy, and then I'm just gonna go for Thunderbolt onto that guy as well. I think that's our best play. I could hope that the Regigigas isn't max speed, but I think it would. I think it is. I think that's our out though. Well played, well played. There's not much I could do to actually stop the play that she made there. I didn't think my boy would die. All right, they failed the double protect, which is really amazing for me. Otherwise, I was gonna lose. It's not max speed. It's not max speed. Oh, that's so huge. My Zapdos outspeeds Landorus by 1 point. If you watched the video earlier, you would know that. And so that means Regigigas is just really slow and really bulky. Slow start. That's huge. Okay, life is good. Can we get a poison, perhaps? That was actually really good damage because there's no max quake boosts. Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. This is so crazy. This is so crazy. Our max strike comes through on a Zapdos. We live. Oh my gosh, we are so dead. We are so dead. But now we live. Oh my god. Nihili goes up -2. Zapdos is on -1. I need to run the numbers on this Zapdos. Like, where is he actually at? Pokemon Showdown. I need to check my own pace because I might outspeed Suicune, and I bet you I'd one-shot Suicune. Zapdos. So if he's at 158, 158 multiplied by 0.666, repeating, of course. I didn't multiply. We get 105. That could definitely outspeed Suicune, because my Blastoise outspeeds Suicune. And so that means my Blastoise is at 120. It's somewhere below 120. That's all we know. Zapdos has to underspeed here. It's our only way. But we are behind a sub. Nihilego could do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to Sludge Bomb the Regigigas for the KO, and I'm going to Thunderbolt Suicune. Oh my gosh. This is stressful. Suicune outspeeds. Okay, but we get the KO. We only have one Beast Boost, though. We only have one Beast Boost. We're going to need some sort of poison or something. Okay, so Suicune is faster than 105. I guess that could be important. Good to know. Good to know. We crit the Regigigas. It doesn't have any max quakes. Don't think it mattered. That thing's dead. We're boosted. Oh, man. I think, like, the issue is Suicune's faster because we're at -2. So, like, Suicune is faster than Nihilego, which is a little unfortunate. No point in protecting because they have leftovers. So, like, the hail chip damage isn't actually meaningful. We need to get a poison of some sort to win this. I think a poison is the only way, and then just a bunch of protects. Hail's only got one turn. All right, let's Sludge Bomb. It's our best move. Yeah, we can't boost from Power Gem. I thought it was Ancient Power for a sec. Okay, so we just need to poison them. Or crit and poison. We need something. We need something. It's really good to know that Zapdos is faster than Regigigas. I'm really happy to know that. That's awesome. That's really awesome. That's so good. Okay. Suicune cracking its neck. It's gonna go for Snarl, actually. Okay. It's just gonna try to slowly kill me behind the sub. I respect that. All right, Sludge Bomb. If we can get a poison, that would be so big. So big. We need a poison, actually. We just straight up need a poison. We need a poison. Oh, we got a poison. We got a poison. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We're on the board. We're on the board. Hail stops poison. Okay. Lefties, though. Lefties, though. I mean, I don't think poison is going to save us. I mean, I have to protect. I have to try. Oh, that did a lot. That did a lot. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to protect. Because I think we live Snarl. There's no point in running any Calyx. I have to hope I live Snarl. And then, yeah. That's all I got. Others are going to game 3, baby. Alright, Snarl. That's the best play. I like it. I wonder if just Scalding and then Scalding again was the best play. Like, because then Nihiligo would have died. But, like, if this kills, then it's better. But, I don't know. That poison was juicy. Snarl could miss, too. Snarl could miss. If Snarl misses, I think we just win. Like, straight up, we just win. Miss? Oh, no, it hit. Damn. Oh, that did nothing. We actually might live a Life Orb tick. We might just live a Life Orb tick. Oh, man, this is so stressful. We live a Life Orb tick, right? Ah! 1 HP! Okay, I don't know if we can win, but poison's gonna do a number. We might need a double protect. Oh, that's juicy. Double protect should win. Double protect should win. Oh my god. Okay, I think double protect wins, but I'm not sure of my poison. I'm not sure of my poison Calyx. Oh man. Or a Snarl miss. The odds, double protect is the correct play, and we just hope the odds are in our favor to get double protect or miss. The odds are still in her favor to win, but if we get one of those two things, we would win the game, I think. Maybe we need a miss. I don't know. I can't tell. Poison scales. Come on. Baby. Nihiligo, please. You can do it for me. Nihi, buddy. No double protect. Dodge the Snarl. I know you're evasive. I know you can dodge. Alright. It was worth a try. It was worth a try. Ooh, that was close. That was really, really close. Okay. That was a close game. That was fun. Okay. Alright. Electroweb fake out. Play with same rules. Interesting. We learned a lot from that game though, and I'm really glad, you know, obviously we won game 1, so we can run it back to game 3 and know how we can adjust. But I think knowing Zapdos faster is big. And she went for the same plan. It's time. It's time for the Kommo-O Game 3 Gambit. There's only one move to put in. Kommo-O. Togekiss. Alright, I don't actually know what happens after Kommo-O Togekiss. To be honest. Probably Zapdos. We need a way to deal with the Suicune. And then... is it Blastoise? Blastoise is like not disappointed. Cannonade's been nice. Where's the Trick Room Gambit? We have a lot of options here, honestly. We could go Trick Room mode. We really could. I was gonna confidently lock it in, but now I'm unsure. Now I'm stressed. Nihi's been so good. Nihi almost clutched that last game for us. Being faster. I don't know if we can fit Kommo in. That's my issue here. Is Kommo so good, but how do we fit him in? I wish I had Hurricane on Zapdos now, I'm not gonna lie. Because Nihi's been so good too. But I want Kommo. I think Kommo is the answer. Togetic's been godlike as well. Blastoise just hasn't been it. I think it's Nihi. We max Nihi. I think that's truly it. Because Kommo can't max. I think it's Nihi. Blastoise hasn't been like super duper amazing, you know? I hope this Gambit works. I think Kommo has a high likelihood for this Gambit to work. Like everything on that team, Kommo just like destroys. Like they just don't hit Kommo super effectively outside of like Ice Beam from Suicune. It's gonna be Raichu Suicune. That's exactly what I wanted to see. I really like shiny Raichu, I'm not gonna lie. I hope Kommo's not shiny. Alright, good. Alright, it's Clang Bang time, baby. I mean, I think also Sierra has no clue what Kommo is gonna do, which is really good for me. I'm a little bit afraid of getting hit with an Ice Beam from Suicune here, but I think it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Kommo-O's defense stat is nasty. I'm actually gonna run some Regigigas Calcs really quick while we're waiting here. I just need to know how much we're gonna be taking from Regigigas, like with my defense boost, depending on how many I get. Regigigas. How they move now? And then Kommo, because Kommo-O's defense is absolutely wild. I'm bold. It's like pretty nuts. All right. I think also Kommo just is like, they have no idea what Kommo can do, and that's really good for me. All right, Icy Wind, that's fine. How much is it actually doing to Kommo? Oh, nothing. That's nothing. We do get slower though, which isn't like appreciated, but I don't think it's a big deal. This Regigigas is also pretty bulky, and then we Iron Defense up. That's a good turn. That's a good turn for me. And then they flinch Togetic. That's fine. Lefties is going off. Alright, let's see how much Regigigas is doing here. So, like, I'm gonna assume, like, Adamant, like, low-key. Like, just, I think that's, like, a safe guess. So, if we're at +2, we one-shot. We need to get to +4 to one-shot Big Regigigas. Big Regigigas dies to us at plus stat. And then, okay, so we can probably get to +4 here. So, I'm gonna Iron Defense again. And then I'm just gonna go for... I think Yawn. They're just gonna hit me with spread moves. I think Yawn. I think the Kommo-O Gambit might pay off. I really hope it's not Buffalon and Lando and back. That would be so very sad. If we're at +4, we one-shot Regigigas. So that's where I want to be. That's where I want to be. Obviously, if we get burned though, it's not gonna one-shot, which isn't appreciated because we assume this coughing oh, Volt Switch. We finally get to see it. We assume this coughing has the thing. Ooh, should I have body press? Ooh, if I would have caught this Regigigas coming in, that would have been so heat. But even still, I think it's fine because this just means I can Rage Powder body press, which isn't bad. The situation looks good. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now. Please just don't send in Buffalon. That would ruin my night. Ruin my night. I'm just waiting. My brain is just thinking about all the Kommo strats I can do, and this Pokemon is so sick. Yes, this Regigigas Weezing. Yes. This is what I've been training for. This is what I was meant to do. This is what I was meant to do in this game. Icy Wind. Kommo-O doesn't care. Look at how weak Suicune is. Oh, Kommo-O. I'm so happy. Kommo-O is so huge. Oh, only way this can go wrong is if Kommo-O gets crit. We have the point of kill. Oh, this is freaking exciting. This is awesome. This is awesome. Kommo-O. Kommo-O. Oh my gosh, the little dragon that could. Oh my god, he literally right now from Max Strike, he takes around 40 HP. Okay, so I'm gonna body press Regigigas, and then I'm gonna go for Yawn onto coughing on the coughing switch in. Because we don't obviously like, I mean, like if we get crit, the game's over, and like that sucks for us. But there's not much. I mean, I could follow me, but I'd rather punish the coughing because I think it's very likely that Regigigas protects here. So I really want to punish coughing like, just by leaving it like vulnerable. Kommo-O is really in a good spot though. I'm so glad I brought this guy. He's so awesome. He's so awesome. I love Kommo-O. The body press is just going to be juicy. I mean, I think she's just going to protect Regigigas this turn. But it might not have protect. To be honest with you, this thing might not have protect because a lot of them don't. Because like it probably has Fire Punch. It probably has Fire Punch to deal with my Ferrothorn. So it probably doesn't actually have protect because it's running 4 attacking moves. So this is good. And this will OHKO Regigigas. I'm pretty sure. Unless it Steel Spikes my Togetic. But it hasn't done that yet. I don't know if it has Steel Spikes. I don't know. We'll see. If it doesn't, if it's Steel Spikes, I can just bring in Zapdos and KO Regigigas the turn after, I think. Let's see. Let's see what happens. I'm excited. It's going to be Max Strike. Let's see how much this does. Is it into Togetic for the KO? It is into Togetic for the KO. Togetic, you've done freaking amazing. You helped Kommo-O achieve lengths that he wanted to achieve, and I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. All right, here we go. Regigigas takes the Life Orb chip and Body Press. It's glorious. It's amazing. It's Kommo-O. Oh my god. I'm so happy. I'm so happy he did it. He did it. The Kommo-O game plan. He's still a threat. He's still a problem. This is a stab fighting move where he just gets to keep pressing bodies. This is so awesome. I'll go into Nihi first. We have to find a way to deal with the other guy. Oh, yes. This is so good. I really just went all in on Kommo, and I said she's leading the same thing, and I'm going to make Kommo shine like a goddamn diamond. And he is shining. He is shining. Okay. Obviously, the coughing can still burn me, but that's okay at this point. I'm just going to go for body press into Raichu, and then I'm going to go for max rockfall into coughing. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Obviously, like, we could get Yuri impulsed. We've seen Volt Switch Fake Out. I don't think it has it. Volt Switch Fake Out. Electro Web. I don't think it has it. I think it's fine even if it does Eerie Impulse, because that means it dies. It dies to Zapdos just auto wins the game. If it presses Eerie Impulse, the Sand plus Body Press will kill Raichu even if I get burned. I'll just win the game. I think Kommo is really, really cool because it's one of the few stab body press users, and when it actually gets to press the move with Iron Defense, it's just so cool. I have so many Iron Defense body press users on my team. Oh, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm glad we finally got to show one off. Jellyfish Max is like kind of forced here. I think we just really, like, honestly, we got not lucky, but like, I'm really happy she didn't bring the other mode. It's really scary to bring the other mode, but I'm really happy she didn't because it is Eerie Impulse. But again, like I mentioned, like, we're fine because Raichu goes down, and then we're just gonna win the game with body presses and then a Zapdos at the end to press Thunderbolt, because we were able to one-shot her max with body press. That is gonna be the thumbnail 100%. Is Kommo-O. Oh man, these leagues are so satisfying. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Sub coughing. Okay. That's really cute. That's really cool. I like that a lot. Body press comes through. Raichu is gone. All we need to do is set up the sand. Yeah. I probably could have not maxed the knee heat, but I don't think it matters. I think this turn alone was worth what I needed to do. It covered for almost everything. Because then body press next turn, we get to just hit Suicune, you know? And I guess we'll just max use like 2 times in a row just to... I don't know. It doesn't really matter what I do. As long as I just keep pressing body press, we win the game. Oh, man. He's at +4. He is chilling. I could have went big Kommo, honestly, but obviously, like, it sucks. Max Knuckle sucks, but oh man. Technically, I think we just kill. I don't think it matters what I do. I think killing coughing is the correct, but this Pokemon can't protect. I don't think. Excuse me. Oh my god. I don't think it can protect, so I think it's the best play. Icy Wind is really cool to see too, because like Ice Beam is gonna obviously do way more. So yeah, it's pretty good. Do we even break this up? Oh, we do break this up. Okay, good. I think we're getting Wisped now, right? Actually, I don't know if it has Wisp. Scald onto Neoligo. Neoligo's special defense stat is actually pretty crazy. Sludge Bomb. I don't actually have the other ability, so. Alright, we're poisoned, but I don't think it matters. Do you guys think it will one-shot Suicune? If yes, press 1. Wow. I didn't think it was gonna. I didn't think it was gonna one-shot. Oh my gosh. Mr. Kommo-O, you're so good. You're so good. Oh man. Oh man. This made my whole weekend. This made my whole weekend. Getting to do the Kommo strap. Getting to do the Kommo strap. Oh man. Oh, this makes me smile. This is so good. There goes coughing. Neoligo gets the last KO. That's cool for Neoligo. I should have let Kommo-O get it, to be honest. I should have let Kommo-O get it for the stats. Kommo-O deserved that. Did Kommo-O get 3 KOs? I guess Neoligo got one with the same. Oh well. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm not really going to do a breakdown this time. It went exactly as planned, and I'm really happy for how it went. But you guys should definitely check out Sierra. She's got amazing content. She streams on Twitch. All the links will be down below. Sierra is a great, positive force in the community. You should go check her out. Check her out on Twitch. She streams there pretty regularly, and YouTube, obviously, for this draft league. How can you miss out? How can you miss out? Honestly, one of my favorite parts of this draft league is watching my opponent's perspective. I think it's so cool, and I think it's really cool for the viewers too. Like, you guys can check out how Sierra did and like what was her thought process. I want to see the reaction to this Kommo-O, I'm not gonna lie. But again, all those links and stuff will be down below. GG's to Sierra. That was such a good set. I had such a good time playing in this set. This was one of my favorites. This is my favorite so far. This is my favorite so far. Again, all of her stuff's down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. I love and appreciate all of you. Bye.